combination of chakra and auras. Those who are spiritually evolved, they can just by seeing you can understand whether your aura is right or not, whether your chakras are aligned or not. But that is not there in regular life around us. So what he is trying to say is how to activate these energy centers so that our body, mind, and soul will be in alignment. So if there is any problem, how to correct it? Generally, what he does is when we take breath from Muladhara chakra, these chakras are having different colors also. There are some words also to activate that. So we'll not go into the details of that, but I have little information that I want to pass. Suppose Muladhar is having red chakra. Sacral chakra is orange. Solar plexus is yellow. Heart is green. Throat is blue. Ajna is indigo. And crown is violet. So there is no meaning to go deeper of the colors. But what he's trying to say is these are chakras for different purposes. And we don't know what has happened to these chakras because of our lifestyle, pressure, stress, and everything. So we have to energize all these seven in different magnitude. So what he does is he uses breath. Earlier, in thousands of years before, centuries before, people were having practice of arranging Kundalini Shakti. So pineal gland meditation is nothing but a Kundalini Jagran power Shakti. So what he does is we take breath from Muladhar, get hold there, then that breath is moving upwards by doing special effort. Then sacral is hold, then solar is held, then heart chakra is hold. So and then continuously towards crown. So, and if you hold there at Agnya chakra or crown, then different sensations means different activation of chakras happens. He will explain, I think, in this video or maybe another video. And this is one type of meditation when we start taking breath from Muladhara root chakra to Ajna chakra. And if we remain there for some times, we do some cycles of that. We go in the 4D world, and then the limitation of time and space goes away. So by this, there are many miracles happening in his workshop. So this is a small understanding which I wanted to express.
Yes, yes, very, very beautifully said. In fact, just wanted to add like this holding of this chakras or those muscles of that particular body parts. There are three bandhas or something, and they are called bandhas. Like that's what I wanted to add. They are called bandhas in this yogic in our yogic practices, right? Yes, Rajesh ji.
Yes,
And because that's how we were taught in this in engineering also. So I
Sri
think and
Bandha. Yeah.
multiple yogic practices. It's not just this. I would say anything and everything that you can come across and that you align with, you can give it a try. But there are ways of, and especially I would say that our Indian culture is more rooted into all of this than the Westerners. So
What they have done is they have taken the knowledge from us, which we have forgotten. They not only they have taken knowledge, they have refined it.
and they
Now,
explain it very
now what
beautiful.
Dr. Joe Dispenza does is yeah, the level which he has reached is before the start of workshop. Even they take all the blood samples, EG, ECG. They prove it at the end of the seminar that what has happened to your body, why it has happened, why this practice is done. So all the scientific bases are covered, evidences are covered, scientists are there to prove it. So what we have to do is because as he has proved in every language, means traditional language, scientific language, and everything. If we go on to doing it, we'll understand deeper. We'll and feel better. We'll see the results. Best thing is we have started. Now we will go into deeper of that.
Yeah, yeah, very true. In fact, even one part where he mentioned about when our attention goes here, there, everywhere, our brain is separated. That the parts of our brain are thinking separately, and through something he mentioned, right? Like when the brain is all together, it works in coherence. It works, and then we feel that holistic. So we all have experienced it, right? Like maybe on the theoretical or on the way he is explaining the concepts, it might be difficult to grasp them, but we have experienced this feeling of wholeness or feeling of satisfied, very happy, and all of that. I think those are the times when our brain is in coherence, and these are the practical, experiential things of what he's trying to explain us through this theory or whatever, like through the explanations, is what I would say. So we can connect with those feelings that we have experienced, and then maybe we'll be in a better position to relate it also uh, to a certain extent.
In
Yeah,
the
yeah,
name
please.
of progress, we are having attention deficit to the highest level in the modern times, recent times. So earlier, there were very less factors. Even then, people were going to Himalayas to meditate. It is very difficult by living in samsara and focusing on divine powers or getting silent to connect the divine. So Joe Dispenza has done that in a nutshell. Instead of years to arise Kundalini, he is arising it within 7 days, within 3 days. So what we can do is how to get balanced. Suppose morning times, early Brahma Muhurta times, or while going to sleep, subconscious entry is easy. So there are ways now because of science and experiments. Earlier, what people were doing was very difficult to leave samsara, go to Himalaya, then do all these things. But although we are
No,
in a
no,
disturbed state,
sorry,
well,
I'll interrupt you.
give me last minute or 2 lines.
I'll
So,
interrupt you. Okay, okay.
should I or should you continue?
Sorry.
I'm
Should I
not talking
continue
about the
or
continuity.
he wants to continue?
No, no, no. What you are saying, it was what you are talking about, that Kundalini, though dispenser is doing it in 7 days, this thing, that thing. This is of no use.
Why?
Kundalini, it
How
takes a
can?
lot of time to awaken the Kundalini. Please try to understand.
Dr.
What Joe
Suhas,
Dispenza is marketing his things. Yeah, yeah.
Dr. Suhas,
Okay, you talk,
let
then
me
I'll
just
speak.
finish two
I'll
lines.
speak.
And this is
Yeah,
not,
yeah. Finish.
I have, after hearing
Sorry,
him for
sorry,
many,
sorry. You finish.
no, no, it's okay,
Sorry, you
it's okay.
finish.
So, I think if a person is showing by evidences, experiments, and appreciated worldwide, and showing us what can be done on a miracle level or magical level. So what he's saying, what he's understanding, what people are following, what people are getting results. I have at least heard him 100, more than 100 hours. So that is what I wanted to share. I am not claiming and I am not insisting. This is just sharing. Okay. So, but after hundreds of hours listening to him, please continue.
See, am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, yes, yes.
Hello.
Yes,
Yes,
you
yes.
are audible.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. See, the thing is that everyone, there are many people who have explained all these things, so I need not explain the chakras in detail. There are a lot of things regarding chakras. These chakras are all psychic centers, which, and these all chakras are placed in the sushumna, in the path of the sushumna nadi. There are two nadis, Ida and Pingla. They wind up with they cross the Sushumna Nadi and they meet at the Ajna Chakra. So this is the basic of this thing. There's a and what Joe Dispenza has got this thing all in this language, but this is all Muladhar Chakra, Swadhisthana Chakra, Manipur Chakra, Anahat Chakra, Vishuddhi Chakra, and Ajna Chakra. And there is Sahasrara Chakra at the top of the of a top of your head. So these are all whatever these things are there. There are this is a very deep science, I'll tell you, and it takes a lot of time to understand all these things. And what he has said is correct. What sometimes what scientifically even in today's era in India, some scientific studies are carried out. We know this is basically our science, and Joe Dispenza is marketing it very nicely, and we people get impressed by all these things. But this is what all these things are told in our philosophy thousands of years back. It's good. Joe Dispenza is teaching very nicely, and there are scientific evidences in in our country also. We are conducted. I can show you all the evidences, and accordingly, what is his method of teaching is very nice. So we get impressed. And regarding the awakening of the this in this science, they called it the awakening of the Kundalini. And the awakening of Kundalini is a very different thing. It takes a very long time, and it needs a lot of patience to come to that place. There are very few people, or there are no people who can come to that stage at present in this era. What when you sit calm and quietly, no, then and then you feel that something is going in your spine, or something you are going in some different stages, different aura. So this thing is there, but the awakening of the Kundalini or these things is a difficult things. So what I want to say, what he is telling is all good, nice, everything is good. I agree with that thing, but we must follow our the names what are mentioned in our philosophy. We must follow those names also. This chakra, that chakra. So that's we can use our these words what are mentioned in our ancient philosophy. So let's continue the discussion. I have got some. I can whenever you say, I can talk about the chakras also. And this is a sort of chakra meditation. The chakra meditation is held by many people who can conduct it. If possible, in some meetings, we can hold a separate session for that thing. So this is all from my side. Thank you.
Should I contribute something over this?
Yeah.
Basically, Dr. Suhas, what you have said is fantastic. Please conduct session for chakra meditation because it is very good for everybody
Yeah. Yeah.
here. And
Yeah.
instead of getting stuck over that Kundalini word, forget about that Kundalini word.
Yeah.
But what Joe Dispenza is doing, nobody has prevented anybody in the world to do such kind of magical results or procedures, techniques like that.
I told
So
you no. Yeah.
yeah. Please,
Yeah.
please
Yeah.
continue.
Yeah. I told you no. What he has done. See, the Western people, they were not introduced to this kind of things. Basically, these things are in our India. So we don't have the value of those things. So what I told you, what he is using the gadgets like a music and everything and this thing that impresses everything, and you
That's
naturally go into that stance. See, it depends what kind of environment is there. If I'm sitting in a studio, if there's a large screen, if it is showing all these things, if there's a good music, certainly it is going to help us because the music changes everything. You can see everywhere. If you listen to some music, if you listen to some, even
yeah.
there are some ragas in all this thing. So
I know.
accordingly, the music is there, and accordingly, our mental status goes to that level. So this is what
Yes,
Joe
Dr.
Dispenza is.
Suhas.
I'm very
Yes,
see, I appreciate
yeah,
that person, and
correct.
really means really it's what he has done. He has marketed this. Is what I'm telling you very freely and frankly. He has marketed these things very nicely worldwide. I'll tell you. But
Dr.
what?
Suhas,
Yeah,
agreeing to your point, but
yeah,
see, one thing is very clear
yeah,
that whatever who is doing, getting knowledge from where, but we are focused on the change of our destiny.
yeah.
So,
That's right.
rewriting our destiny.
Yeah,
Whether
that's
he
right.
is
That's right.
marketing or not, whether he is having original knowledge or not, whether he is, why nobody is doing, or why India is having thousands of year philosophy and still not doing, and he
Yeah,
has
that's
to
the
do it.
problem. Yeah.
So, right before some time only, we were becoming third largest economy and
Yeah.
fifth largest, and we are trying to go to third largest, right? But if you take numerator, denominator, then we are in 140th position. Means we are not fifth largest. We are per capita income wise 140th. And even per purchase power parity, if we take, we are 119th. So one who is using for progress, materialistic, spiritualistic, or whatever. So I don't agree with this marketed word, because he is the best guru right now in whole of the world, who is doing it scientifically. And nobody has prevented Indian thousands of yogis why they are not doing for their own countrymen. So I do respect you also and Dr. Joe Dispenza also, because by respecting the knowledge, by respecting the ways one can progress, I think I am taking at least that way.
Yeah, I think we should just discuss on the concepts that we are learning through the videos rather than talking about Joe Dispenza or the yogi.
Correct.
Uh, I
Absolutely right, Mansi.
agree with both of you. I just want to highlight one thing, like what this is my opinion. Okay, I just have this one thing to highlight. Like, I feel like at least personally, I would say that there are a lot of practices, as I said, that we are taught them, and there are people who are very, very good at teaching them, and we can learn from them, and we should be doing them. But we need, like, we all have this logical mind where we need this understanding of things, and I feel Joe Dispenza has done a very beautiful job at helping people understand it and combining it all together beautifully, like the way he has even the sound healing, like there is thing, as Dr. Suhasji said, right, like about sound healing and ragas and all, we all have it. And when, but he's combined it beautifully, and he has given a scientific approach to it, and he has linked all of this for to healing. So many of these yogic practices and spiritual things are mostly, there is a myth, or maybe there is this normal perception around this, that these things are not for us, for a common man, for these things are for the yogis, or so we don't even consider going that way. Acha, don't even consider going that way, but because he has linked this to the healing experiences, and he's shown real life examples and results, and with his own experience also through his book and everything, you'll get to know that he's had a first hand experience with himself when he had a spine some injury, very major level, and he worked on himself, and then he started spreading this knowledge. And that's how we are able to connect it, because what happens in our Indian culture, there is a lot of secrecy that is maintained around things, maybe with a good this thing that it should go in right hands, it should not be misused, or people should not be misguided, or many other things. But in a way, like that has happened with us, right, like these other people who are able to bring it forth, and now we as new generations, we are logical, and we know, we want to understand things, and whoever is able to help them help us understand these concepts in a better way, that is how we convince our minds to do or follow through. So I think that is what I think he's just blended it all together very well, is what I feel. And we
Yes.
can obviously learn through it and do our own practices or whatever we connect with. Even simple things like japa like even the other book that we were reading in the morning, Power of Intention, Wayne Dyer was talking a lot about japa meditation. So in a way, it also, all these practices that we have, and our ancestors and our spiritual were very, very spiritual, and they know all of this, but maybe the knowledge is not conveyed forward in a way that the youngsters really understand the importance of these practices and why and how they impact us. But they do have their own impact, and now we are seeking this logic, and maybe at this era when we are seeking this logic, coming from an scientific or this kind of understanding perspective really helps us connect with our own things better, is what I feel about this. So yeah, let's take the concepts and learnings from him, and then let's put it in our practices whichever way we want. So
Yeah,
at
yeah.
least we now know the importance of what we are doing, and why we are doing it, and why we should be doing it, and how it really impacts on a practical level. and connecting it with the healing part. I think all the yogis and all of that, they don't really talk about healing as such, or especially what a common man suffers through is diseases. So I think that has Joe Dispenza has made this his own specialty of converting and helping people heal through the diseases through implementing them in a right way. And I think that is what has put him like apart from all the others, like, and that's why we are also like watching his things, and he has done a lot and lot of work around it. So we should be totally like acknowledging that. So
Yes.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
my
yeah,
take on all of this.
yeah.
But
Just,
it was a wonderful
just a
discussion.
just a last word from me. Just a last word from me. So, Mansi, we have many books on this, all these things. There are many publishers. The BR School of Yoga. He has published many books. And they are specially devoted to meditation. What is japa? What is that thing? There are many books. I'll tell you. I'll give you some books also. So there is good information in our literature also. So it's good. What I was very much impressed by Joe Dispenza last time when we connected that time with the recordings of Joe Dispenza. He's explaining very nicely. So let us learn it and let us go ahead.
Yes, 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 yes. We have like stretched the discussion a little longer. Sorry for that. Anyone wants to add something quick before we close? Anything? Because I think many of us did not really get to add anything. Yeah, Krishna, Shruti, Deepika, anyone wants to add something? Jyoti, Milinji? Uh, so what I understand from simple things is all these simple practices like mindfulness. Milinji can talk more about it, and meditation and all of those. These simple things also help in the same way. It's just that we are not aware of it, and we don't know how it really works in our body. But it's just that it makes us feel good, and that feeling good is an indication that something is getting aligned within us, and it's getting coherent. Like as he's calling about mind body brain heart coherence and all of that, it's happening through small things. He's just explaining it in a practical way, or that way. Yeah, Melenji, please.
Yeah, thanks, Mansi, and thanks everyone for having this discussion. Just a quick addition from my end. When last time I did this meditation, and I asked people to just go to YouTube videos and learn meditation. At that time, Dr. Suhas, I actually thank him for that. He actually mentioned that just don't go to any YouTube or this thing and all that. Go to the expert person who can really explain you in a layman language what is meditation, what is exercise, what is breathing, what is meditation, what is
Can't hear
breathing,
you. I think
We
the
lost your
audio.
voice. Yeah, we
Yeah, I
can't hear.
can't hear you.
Hi, Milind.
Yeah, I think he is out of network or something, I don't know. Milinji, I think if you're trying to speak and we are not able to hear you, you can just maybe rejoin, because I can see you unmuted, but we can't hear you. There is some glitch at times. It happens. Rejoining will be able to connect. Yeah, he's rejoining, I guess. Yeah. Anyone else? Meanwhile, till Milin joins, I'm hoping he'll join back. I feel we need to simplify these concepts as much as possible, because otherwise we'll feel like running away from them. Other if they get too uh, heavy in terms of all of these things. Already they are heavy. It's difficult to understand with his videos also. I don't know if Milind is joining back like Milinji is.
Till he
Uh,
joins, I will add two lines. See, we are more concerned with our spiritual, physical, mental progress. So whenever we have a chance to get the best, because everything happens by the with the help of experts. Otherwise, it takes lot of time for a person who is not related with that field. So let's take fullest advantage of right now Joe Dispenza, or somebody comes from India, somebody from other country, we'll follow that them also if their results are better.
Yes, yes, very true, very true. Okay, I think I don't know if he's joining back. Maybe he can add it tomorrow also. So let's just close the room for now. Krishna or anyone wants to add something? Krishna, you want to say something? Um, are we good to go? I think we have had a lot of discussion anyways. Tomorrow it will be on breath work, I think. That is also a part of this same thing. Yeah, Milinji is back. Yeah, Milinji, please add. Yeah, and Krishna, you wanted to say something?
Sorry, I call was
No,
dropped.
just
Anyway, I don't want to
Milanji.
take a. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
Milanji, please go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm not going to take a lot of time, but yeah, I like the discussion. But yes, last time Dr. Suhas rightly said actually all these practices meditation, especially this Kundalini Jagran and all those things, we should not practice this one without a proper guidance. I completely agree with him. I haven't spoke on this subject because again I'm not practicing this, so I'm not right person to talk about it. But yes, knowledge wise, yes, learn from everywhere wherever you get, but practice with the proper guidance from the guru. um, what Mansi said, yes, I agree. Yes, there are different mantras for each chakra. So yes, there are meditation available. Meditation means the mantra simple, and I do sometimes practice those. Yes, there are affirmations available for each chakra, which I will send on the group. So simple practice, whatever is applicable, which I like, I do. But I'm not going into the far in depth of this one because I completely agree that it requires that of guidance. And very simple thing is about the Western thing or Indian thing is in our discussion only we started using the word like chakra or yoga. So we Indian only changed this terminology. Instead of calling it as yoga, we started calling it yoga, and there are so many yoga now. Cat yoga, dog yoga, this yoga and that yoga. So actually we are the people responsible. It is yoga. In a Sapta Chakra, again, it is the same. It is a chakra. It is not chakra. But we are so, with this advertising and marketing. So yeah, we need to stick to our roots. That is what I believe. And second, what Mansi, you mentioned that this type of knowledge is nicely, marketed or explained by Joe Dispenza or any Western this thing. I agree with that. But I used to have that kind of this thing that this knowledge or these practices are not that much in India. But then I realized no, it is available in India. But like thirsty person, you need to go to well. So in that way, like a Dr. Suhas said that he has a number of books of Iyengar yoga or many centers are there. But like thirsty person, I need to go to that particular place, to learn something. I need to dedicate my time to learn this type of practices. It is absolutely not something like you learn on online in a Zoom call and all that. And since I am in UK for last 18 years, there are lots of like they give the enlightenment in 2 hours. I have seen those type of sessions in advertisement where they give the enlightenment in 2 hours, Kundalini Jagran in 2 hours, and there is a lot. But it is all miss for me. It is all fake because of Indian origin and because of I know my roots. I know what they are selling. It is all marketing. So yeah, so be aware of this thing. But yes, these particular sessions are basically to gain the knowledge, discuss and get the right path, for our to attain the infinite excellence. But no harm in discussing the things. But I completely appreciate all your views. But yeah, as we need to believe on our simplicity. What is there for me in this reading or in this exercise or meditation? Otherwise, every Western author, I think, if you take anyone, most of their stuff like Eckhart Tolle, Wendell, they are all uh, inspired by Indian philosophy, Indian scripture, and we already know that. Some of the authors, yes, they say they agree that it is from India. Some of them not. And when I research this thing, yes, there are libraries of the books on Raman Maharshi in Arunachal. There is a library there of Jiddu Krishnamurti. There is a library of Nisargadatta Maharaj in India, in Mumbai, where I am from. But no one gives any value, whereas all their work is really appreciated and people are earning millions in outside world. So that is what the reality, guys. And yeah, that is quick share from my, I think I took a lot of time again. But yeah, that's from my end. Thank you.
Milinji, one quick thing. Can you just put those names in the chat box, please?
I will, and I will
Yeah.
share there. Means, I keep on sharing if you're all interested. But that is what I really felt last 18 years staying in UK. That we say that we are spiritually with this thing and all that. But my case, I was in Mumbai for 33 years, but I didn't realize that Nisargadatta Maharaj is 2 or 3 hours away from my house. But now I realize importance of him and his literature, because there is a huge business outside India on his literature, on his book, his knowledge. Same like Nisargat. I will give you all the names, but there is a huge businesses here. People attend big events, millions they are earning, and in India, absolutely no one knows their name, and they don't know they are in their neighborhoods. But when I found it, I really felt really sorry for myself, saying that, oh, in 33 years in my India, nobody told me. But now, since I know, okay, now it is my responsibility to learn, from the website or from their books, and purchase those books and discuss in this forum. So definitely I will share those names of the books, and if you more information, definitely we'll have sessions like Dr. Suhas. Last time he also agreed that he is actually in that area, yoga practices, and he is in that area. Plus Vandana she is doing Reiki and all that. We need to learn from the teachers, yeah, not just but the book, but the people who are in that expert in those area. Well, yeah, I will share those books. Okay, name of the books and links.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you, Milinji.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Yes, thank you, Milinji. Yeah, Krishna, you want to say something? I think you were trying to unmute, right? Or anyone else wanting to say something? It's otherwise we'll close. Okay, yeah,
No,
Krishna.
we can close. We can close. We can close.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you everyone. Then it was a wonderful learning today, and a lot of awareness. I am personally looking at it from the perspective of awareness, so it's really helping me. So very beautiful these things, learnings, and it's a lot yet to go. We are just in part one, and there are like 6 to 7 parts to this, and which sub parts. So there will be a lot of learning over till the time we finish the series. So looking forward to it, and thank you everyone. Maybe
Thank
as we go
you.
further,
Thank
we'll get
you.
the
Thank
concepts more
you.
simplified also. Yeah.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Mansi.
Bye bye. See you all.